everybody, JC here with another TNI toy review. And today's review is in association with MarvelousNews.com, your number one news source for everything Marvel. And today I'm going to be kicking off a string of Marvel Legend reviews as I take a look at the new Guardians of the Galaxy wave from Hasbro. Now these reviews will take us directly into Toy Fair, which begins this coming Saturday, February 18th. So I hope you have your calendars marked for that. Now this figure comes packaged in the same style packaging we see with all the Marvel Legends. You've got the Legend Series logo up at the top. The figure is clearly displayed. Down below, because this is a movie figure, we've got the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 logo and then the name of the character. On the sides of the packaging, we just have an image of the character from the movie. And then on the back of the packaging, we have a look at the actual figure, a brief bio in multiple languages, and then a look at all the figures in the wave that you need to get in order to complete the Titus Build-A-Figure. Alright, let's get this open and take a look at what's inside. Okay, so here's a look at the figure outside the packaging along with the other contents. Now before I get into the review, first let me just say a big thanks to Hasbro for sending this figure out to me so I could review it for you guys. Also, let me just warn, I am still battling a cold, so if my voice sounds a little bit off or what have you, that's why. So first of all, this figure comes with the left arm for the Titus Build-A-Figure. We'll be taking a look at the Titus figure in its own review once we've looked at all the other figures in the wave, so be sure to check back for that. So the figure also comes with a pair of knives. Now these are the same kind of knives that we saw with the Drax figure that came in the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie line. Only it's a little bit darker plastic, but you can see here's one of the knives from the first Drax figure, and it's the same sculpt and everything. It's just a little bit, these new knives are a little bit darker plastic, and they are done with a pretty soft plastic, so the blades will bend a little bit on you, and you may even need to take a hairdryer and straighten them out a little bit. But I do like the sculpting detail overall on these. I think they look pretty movie accurate. And like with the first movie Drax figure that we got from Hasbro, he's got these little sheaths on his boot that you can put the knives in, and they'll stay nice and tight. Now besides the knives, this figure also comes with this large bazooka cannon. I don't know if this is something he actually uses in the movie or if it's just something they included as an addition, but I do like the overall look of it. I think he works pretty well with this figure. And again, I don't know if this is something we actually see in the movie or not, but I do think it's kind of a cool weapon that they added. And you can see here he holds it nice and tight, and I think it's a good size for this character. Now for the figure itself, this is basically the same figure that we got in the first Guardians of the Galaxy line. The body and everything except for the head is exactly the same. So there's not a lot of difference. The paint apps are a little bit different. The green tone is a little different, and the reds on the tattoos are a little bit different. And then he's got blue pants instead of the maroon pants that he was wearing for the first movie. But otherwise, it's the same sculpt. Now, from what I've seen from the trailer, that seems to be pretty movie accurate. They didn't really change this character a whole lot from the first movie to the second movie, so I don't really blame Hasbro for using the same sculpt. You do get a new head sculpt. In this one, he's got his mouth open. I kind of like this one a little bit better. It just kind of fits the character a little bit better, I think. So I don't mind that. Now, if you're wondering, you can switch out the heads between the two figures. However, again, because the green tone of the skin is a little bit different between the two, it will stand out a little bit. But they do actually, if you want to interchange the head so he doesn't have the open mouth, you can do that. So this figure stands at about 6 3/4 inches tall. And again, because it's the same sculpt, it's exactly the same height as the previous Drax movie figure. Articulation is also the same. You can turn the head to the left and to the right. It's on a ball hinge joint, so he can look down pretty good. And he can look up a bit there. Arms attached with your standard ball hinge joint at the shoulder, so he can get his arm out good. He's got good rotation. He's got a bicep swivel. He's got the double hinged elbow, so good bending there at the elbow. He's got swivels at the wrist, and he's got hinges on the hand, so up and down movement with the hands. He's got an ab crunch type joint, so he can crunch down, and he can look back about that much. He's got a waist swivel, so he's got rotation there. Legs are attached with ball joints, so he can do the splits good. He can get his leg forward good, and he can do his leg out and back. He's got a thigh swivel. He's got a double jointed knee, so good bending at the knee. And then he's got hinges on the feet, so up and down movement. And he does have ankle pivot, and 2 peg holes on the bottom of the figure. So that's my review. So overall, I think this is a good figure. It is basically just a reissue of the previous Drax movie figure, so from that standpoint, it is a little bit redundant. You do get the alternate head, and I do kind of like this angrier, screaming head sculpt a little bit better than the previous one, and then you also get the added addition of the bazooka. But otherwise, like I said, it is the same figure that we got before. Now, this figure, along with the rest of the wave, is starting to hit shelves. You can find it. I've heard places like Walgreens have started to get it. Also, e-tailers should start shipping this out this week. So if you pre-ordered it from Big Bad Toy Store, it should be shipping very soon. We'll have a full image gallery up at marvelousnews.com. There'll be a link in the video description below. As always, leave a comment. Let us know what you think. If you're so inclined, please like the video. Also, if you haven't already, please follow me on my Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram accounts. I'll have links to those in the video description below. And until next time, I'll catch you later.